Germany and China are economic heavyweights, each playing a crucial role in the global market. Germany, a manufacturing giant, found a willing and lucrative market in China, eager to consume its high-quality products. China, hungry for resources and advanced technology, saw an opportunity in Germany's expertise. This relationship blossomed into a robust economic partnership. Trade between the two nations flourished, with goods and services flowing seamlessly across borders. China soon became Germany's largest trading partner, a testament to their deepening economic ties. German car makers, chemical giants, and machinery producers relied heavily on the burgeoning Chinese market to sustain their growth. This economic interdependence runs deep, with supply chains and investments intricately linked. German companies invested heavily in Chinese manufacturing, establishing a strong presence in the region. Chinese firms, in turn, sought German technology and expertise to enhance their own capabilities. This created a complex web of interlinked businesses, supply chains, and investments, making their economies inseparable. The fates of these two economies became increasingly intertwined, with mutual benefits and dependencies. However, this seemingly symbiotic relationship is not without its imbalances and challenges. Germany, while benefiting immensely from Chinese demand, became increasingly reliant on this single, vast market. China, with its vast resources and powerful state-backed enterprises, held considerable leverage in this relationship. This asymmetry in economic power set the stage for China's influence to grow beyond just the automotive sector, impacting various industries. The dependence on the Chinese market made German industries vulnerable to sudden shifts in Chinese policy and economic strategies. The German government, businesses, and policymakers began to realize the urgent need to diversify their economic partnerships to mitigate risks. The question remained, could they recalibrate their strategies without jeopardizing their existing economic interests and partnerships? China's economic ambitions extend far beyond being the world's factory. The nation is not just content with its current status, but is actively seeking to reshape the global economic order. The country is strategically investing in key sectors to dominate future industries. These investments are meticulously planned to ensure long-term global influence. This includes pouring resources into technology, renewable energy, and finance. By doing so, China aims to lead the world in innovation and sustainable development. This strategic expansion is rapidly changing the global economic landscape. Countries around the world are feeling the impact of China's growing economic footprint. China's Belt and Road Initiative is a prime example of this ambition. This initiative is not just about infrastructure, but also about creating new economic corridors. This massive infrastructure project aims to connect Asia, Europe, and Africa. It seeks to facilitate trade and economic cooperation on an unprecedented scale. This would give China unprecedented access to new markets and resources. The potential for economic growth and influence is enormous. It also strengthens its geopolitical influence along these crucial trade routes. Control over these routes means greater leverage in international affairs. Furthermore, China is leveraging its vast domestic market to gain an edge. The sheer size of its consumer base provides a significant advantage. By setting standards and regulations, it can shape global industries to its advantage. This regulatory influence extends China's reach even further. This is particularly evident in sectors like artificial intelligence and 5G, where Chinese companies are emerging as global leaders. These technologies are critical for future economic dominance. This expansion is not without its critics. Many are wary of the implications of China's growing power. Concerns about unfair trade practices, intellectual property theft, and national security risks are growing. These issues are causing significant tension on the global stage. Governments and businesses around the world are grappling with how to engage with a more assertive and influential China. The future of global trade and politics may well hinge on these interactions. China's tech sector has gone from imitator to innovator. Companies like Huawei, Xiaomi, and Tencent are now global players. They are challenging established giants in areas like smartphones, telecommunications, and e-commerce. Huawei, in particular, has become a lightning rod for controversy. The company's 5G technology is world-leading. However, Western governments have raised security concerns about its potential use for espionage. This has led to bans and restrictions on Huawei's involvement in 5G networks in several countries. This tech rivalry goes beyond just smartphones, and 5G China is investing heavily in artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and biotechnology. The goal is clear: to become the world leader in the technologies of the future. This ambition has significant implications for the global balance of power. Technological dominance brings economic and geopolitical advantages. The race is on, and China is betting big on its tech sector to lead the way. China is the world's largest emitter of greenhouse gases. However, it's also positioning itself as a leader in renewable energy. It's investing heavily in solar, wind, and electric vehicle technology. This shift is driven by a combination of factors. These include concerns about pollution, energy security, and economic opportunity. China sees renewable energy as a key growth sector for the future. It's determined to dominate the global market for these technologies. China's dominance in solar panel production is a prime example. The country controls a significant portion of the global supply chain. This gives it considerable leverage in the rapidly growing renewable energy market. This green push is not without its contradictions. China continues to rely heavily on coal for its energy needs. However, its investments in renewable energy are undeniable. This positions the country to potentially shape the future of global energy production and consumption. Section 5. Finance powerhouse, Yuan's global aspirations. China is aiming to internationalize its currency, the yuan. The goal is to reduce its reliance on the US dollar and establish the yuan as a major global reserve currency. This ambition is driven by a desire for greater economic and geopolitical influence. A widely used yuan would give China more leverage in international trade and finance. It would also reduce its vulnerability to fluctuations in the US dollar. China is taking steps to make the yuan more attractive for international transactions. This includes establishing clearing banks in major financial centers and promoting the use of the yuan in trade settlements. The road to becoming a global reserve currency is long and challenging. However, China's economic might and determination should not be underestimated. The yuan's rise could have significant implications for the global financial system. Section 6. The Dragon's Reach. Implications for the world. China's growing influence presents both opportunities and challenges for the world. On the one hand, its economic growth has lifted millions out of poverty and created new markets for businesses worldwide. On the other hand, its growing assertiveness and disregard for democratic values raise concerns about its long-term intentions. The world is grappling with how to engage with a more powerful and assertive China. Some argue for closer cooperation to address global challenges like climate change and pandemics. Others advocate for a more confrontational approach to counter China's growing influence and defend democratic values. The stakes are high. The decisions made today will shape the global order for decades to come. Finding the right balance between cooperation and competition will be crucial in navigating the rise of China. Section 7. A New World Order. Potential future scenarios. The future of China's global influence is uncertain. Several possible scenarios could unfold, each with its own implications for the world. One possibility is that China continues to rise peacefully, becoming the world's dominant economic and technological power. In this scenario, the global order would likely shift towards a more multipolar system, with China playing a leading role. Another possibility is that China's rise leads to increased tensions and conflict. This could manifest as economic warfare, regional conflicts, or even a new Cold War. Such a scenario would have devastating consequences for global stability and prosperity. A third possibility is that China's economic and political system undergoes significant reforms, leading to a more democratic and open society. This scenario, while less likely in the short term, would be the most beneficial for global peace and prosperity. Navigating these uncertainties will require careful diplomacy, strategic thinking, and a willingness to adapt to a rapidly changing world. Section 8. Navigating the Dragon Strategies for the Future. Dealing with China's growing influence requires a multifaceted approach, one that is both strategic and adaptable. Countries need to find ways to protect their interests while engaging with China constructively, ensuring that their own economic and political stability is maintained. One strategy is to strengthen alliances and partnerships with like-minded nations, creating a united front. This would provide a counterbalance to China's growing power and allow for a more coordinated response to its actions, making it easier to address global challenges. Another strategy is to invest in domestic industries and technologies to reduce dependence on China, fostering innovation and self-reliance. This would require government support, private sector innovation, and a focus on education and workforce development, ensuring a skilled workforce for the future. Engaging with China on global issues like climate change and pandemics is also crucial, as these are challenges that affect the entire world. Finding common ground on these challenges is essential for the well-being of the entire planet, promoting global cooperation and shared solutions. Ultimately, the key to successfully navigating the rise of China lies in finding the right balance between cooperation and competition, ensuring mutual benefits. This requires a nuanced understanding of China's ambitions, strengths, and weaknesses, as well as a clear-eyed assessment of one's own interests and values, paving the way for informed decision-making. Section 9. Conclusion. China's growing grip. China's growing influence is one of the defining features of the 21st century. Its economic might, technological prowess, and global ambitions are reshaping the world order. Understanding the implications of China's rise is crucial for policymakers, business leaders, and citizens alike. While China's rise presents both opportunities and challenges, one thing is clear: the world can no longer afford to ignore the dragon in the room.